Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's
Another
all the
choice?
same to me. All a part of the joke.
I refuse to give up.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
jeez.
inevitable life from the moment we
Big
fade
red
in
button.
until the moment I say,
Enable backup. Wait, one? Blue? Blue.
Hate to see it go.
What?
I'm sure these colored ones, or maybe this
What
big
is
red
this?
button, or
I don't
this door.
understand.
Everything, anything.
142001.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
Disable variable not accessed.
One
What?
solved? Do you have
I'm so
any
confused.
idea what your inevitable
What?
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after?
How do I beat that rune? That was different though, he said different things. And he didn't give me the extra time that time. I don't understand. I wanna know. I wanna do it. I'm just gonna try pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna send a power search. And hopefully that'll open the door. That door's open! That door is open! The door's open! Wait, what? Why is the door open? Oh, shit! What a dick! You have 3 attempts remaining? Right, you got one? Yellow, there we go! Did that work?
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Enable backup power to
I
activate.
believe there's an answer. How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10?
What?
100? 1,000?
I don't get it. I'm so confused. How? How do I do? How? Interesting. I wonder what ending that will cause. Oh, does he now? You reckon that Stanley does that? This one says escape, and that sounds much more fun. I'm going to escape. Bye.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
yeah,
the
I was
truth
really
was
suspicious.
that at the
I
end
didn't
of this
actually trust
hall,
it.
Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, just never mind then. Okay. Fair enough. I will not go to the escape then.
Stanley thought better of it.
I only did
realized
better.
he simply had too much to live
I'm
for.
just joshing with you. I don't trust this narrator at all. At all.
Still on board with
Still
death?
on board with death. Yup, I would rather go to my death. Because I don't believe you. I don't believe there is violent death. I think you're trying to psych me out.
The
That's
door
what I think
behind
you're
him
doing.
was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Get back on track. But nah, violent death's good.
At this point,
I'm
Stanley
cool.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yep,
and
he
willingly
sure is.
confront his death.
That's right. 'Cause I'm a brave boy. Oh dear. That's a red room. Yeah, he may not have been lying about the violent death. Huh. I don't look like it's gonna be fun. Well, you know what they say. YOLO. Wee! Oh, is that it? Oh no, we're going. Well, it wasn't so violent after all, huh?
As the
Even
machine
death.
whirred into motion,
The machine?
Stanley was
Oh,
inched
shit.
closer and closer to his demise. He reflected
Oh,
that his
shit.
life had been of no consequence
Oh,
whatsoever.
no!
Stanley can't see the bigger
Jump!
picture.
Jump!
He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this
I guess he
is.
doesn't, and
Perhaps
he never
his
will.
death was of no great loss.
It's like that
cutting
one
the
scene in
eyeballs
Star
from a
Wars, am I
blind
right?
man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
Oh boy.
life.
Oh boy.
Farewell,
Oh boy.
Stanley.
Press something. Do something. There's gotta be a crouch. This isn't gonna work.
Farewell, Stanley,
Yes, it is.
cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
This is
In
a
a
little bit
single
weird.
visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the
Why'd the
machine
narrator
crushed
change?
every bone in his body,
I don't wanna
killing
be
him
crushed.
instantly.
Could it not? My bones feel rather uncrushed right now. I seem to be alive. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as
Yes, I
alive as
suppose it
ever.
would.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Why did the narrator change? What is over there? Well, this is...
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
I suppose so.
Do you see now? Do you see
Corridor.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, shit! Well, when you put it like that, Stanley's computer. Nature paintings. Office layout. Button sounds. That does not help. That does not help me solve that puzzle. I'm not really sure what to do without the narrator. Let's go this way. This way looks empty. I hear him.
Well, try the other one then.
Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, that recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development.
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing.
These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Oh, cool.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake.
So, what is this? Just a museum? Is there a way out of here, or what? We never found the perfect use for them. Here are sections of those emails. Oh, that's cool. Are you gay? Are these real emails? Regarding your game in the works, dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and stand-alone title. I appreciate the credit, blah blah blah. Stanley Parable have infinite quests. How many endings? If Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping, I hope it will have a fine selection of dessert boots. Cameron. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What's the difference between a duck? Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go into a big scary room. The Stanley Parable. Here we are. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How
What
they
two?
wish to destroy one another.
Who?
How they wish to control
You
one
the narrator
another.
or me and Stanley?
How they both wish to be free.
That's kind of weird, but, off!
Can you see? Can you see
No,
how
it's
much
very
they
dark.
need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Maybe turn the lights on and I'll be
Listen
able to...
me.
Oh, no, we're
You
back!
can still save these two. You can
can?
stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Good! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take it. Let's go. Interesting. I was kind of hoping that would give me an actual another ending, but it kind of didn't really, so I guess I'll just pop back into the game and,
This
go back and see what happens if I get crushed to death.
Stanley decided to go to the
Stanley
meeting room.
decided to go
Perhaps
to the
he had
meeting
simply
room.
missed a
Perhaps
memo.
you simply missed a memo. Stanley decided to go into the meeting room. Stanley
Stanley
decided to... Zawaldo!
Cried the
Sorry, I had
narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. But listen to
Alright,
me.
here we go.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
Suppose I
escape
could.
and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Except
As long as you
nothing
move
happened
forward,
that
you'll
time.
be walking someone else's
So,
path.
I'm just
Stop
gonna go
now
forward
and
and walk
it'll be
someone
your
else's
only
path.
true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
I got
Don't
squished.
let time choose for you. Don't let
Ouch. I guess that was it then. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well then, that has been the Stanley Parable Part 2. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Stanley Parable Part 2. A lot of this recording was probably cut out, by the way, so if you would like to see the full, uncut, unedited recording, then you can, drop a donation in the Patreon, gamer tier or above, and you get to see uncut recordings as well as behind the scenes content will be coming out as well, and art that has never been seen before done by me. So, a lot of stuff going down on the Patreon. Link in the description if you want to check that out. And thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Stanley Parable. And don't forget to subscribe for more, be notified, etc. My name has been Senkara, and until next time, see ya.